let me tell you, we finally got that shed together. And the instructions, it said it'll take about 2 hours. You need 2 people. It took us 3 days. Only because it is hot here. And we had to pace ourselves. You know, we had to do a little bit of time. I wasn't trying to kill myself out there in that hot sun, and neither was he. So, yeah, we finally got it together. And as far as my patio pavers, my DIY patio pavers, I did the best I could. It's not all smooth, you know, leveled all the way. Most of it is, but towards the back where I was starting to get tired and lazy, it kind of slopes a little bit, tiny bit. So we have to mount the shed, you know, which he's going to get some screws and screw it into the concrete, into the paver concrete. And probably shim up the side that's a little off, you know, and then balance it, and that's it. So, yeah, there were some parts, you know, was mislabeled, which it took me a while to figure out, you know, make sense of it. I watched countless videos of this particular shed, 4x6 or 6x4 shed. And finally, I realized they labeled one of the parts wrong, which took me hours to figure out what the heck, and look at the pictures and the diagram, and even the, you can scan the barcode on here to a video and a tutorial on YouTube. And yeah, so finally we got that part done, and then putting the top on. And before that, like I said, some of the when you try to line up the holes on some of it, they weren't lining up in certain parts, because some parts they forgot to drill the hole. So I had to actually drill the hole where there wasn't a hole. But yeah, for the most of it, it's a nice little shed for the price. I got it at Wayfair. Wayfair, in order to assemble it, they wanted $600 something. The shed was like $300, $297, something like that, plus an additional $600 something from to come out and assemble it. I put a lot of stuff together myself, and I knew I could do it. It's just a matter of, you know, the heat and all that stuff. So I got one of those big pop-up tents, and I put that over, which you'll see in the video, to keep some of the sun off. But at a certain point, I had to remove the tent because, you know, as you go up, the tent is, you know, you got to have the roof. The tent had to be moved. So, yeah, but we did it. So that section is done. I got the pavers done. I got the shed done. And it's just a matter of putting the stuff in it. Then I'm going to go ahead and work on other parts of the yard gradually, pace myself, because the yard is, as you can see, it's a mess. So the next thing I want to do is go to Home Depot. I'm going to get some fence paint, some white fence paint, and paint the inside part of the fence white to match my vinyl fence, because that, looking at that wood and that vinyl together is bothering me. So I had even considered about taking it down and continue with the vinyl, but that's ridiculous, especially what I paid for that little area of wood to be done. So some white paint. And then of course outside, because of the HOA, we'll keep that, you know, on that side, that color, that stain color. But inside the fence will be white. So I think that's what I'm going to do next. There's a lot of projects need to be done. And I can only do so much to a certain point where I will have to get some help in here, because especially the gravel yard, I have to figure out different areas that I want to do certain things so I can cut down the amount of stone that I will need. So I'm going to figure something out, you know, to save myself money and not so much stone, because even if I had some stone dropped off, which I will have to do, it's got to be brought back here in a wheelbarrow. So, because last summer we did that in the front yard. Maybe I probably should wait till it's winter time to do it, but then in the winter time it might rain. You never know. But anyway, either I'll get some guys from Home Depot to come and, you know, put it into the backyard. But I'll figure something out when the time comes. But for now, that's it for now in the videos in the backyard. And please don't forget to thumbs up, subscribe, turn your notification bell so you'll know when I upload more videos. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye. Look at all these pieces. Tons and tons of parts to put this thing together. I got tarp in my backyard, tent up. It's hot out here, but I'm determined. Day 2. They say it take a couple of hours. Lies they tell. But next step is to try and put the roof on. Now it seems a little crooked, you know why? That's because of my handiwork here. I'm no professional, but we'll fix that. The only thing left to do now is put the doors on. Silicone certain areas so any water won't leak into it in case it rains. Screw it to the foundation. Put stuff in and we're done. I'm worried about the little gaps that you can see here. That water might get in certain areas, so definitely I'm going to silicone a lot of this. This is a cheap shed. I ain't gonna lie, it's cheap. Now the shed looks scratched up. It's not. It's because we did not peel the protective lining off of it. That, let me tell you, would take days trying to get all that off. We just left it on. I've seen videos where people just leave it on because it takes a long time to peel that stuff off. Whew.